वीकली करंट अफेयर्स जीके जीएस और जुडिशरी, और ये होगा हमारा 28 अक्टूबर 2022 से लेकर 4 नवंबर 2022 तक का। आइए फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं, और इस वीडियो में हम लोग टोटल 50 क्वेश्चन देखेंगे। ओके, पहला, द स्टॉर्म कोस्टर विच हैज़ बीन डिक्लेयर्ड एज द वर्ल्ड्स फास्टेस्ट वर्टिकल लॉन्च रोलर कोस्टर बाय द गिनीज वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड्स इज सिचुएटेड इन विच सिटी? करेक्ट आंसर इज दुबई. The Guinness World Records has officially announced that the Storm Coaster is the world's fastest vertical launch roller coaster. It is situated in Dubai Hills Mall in Dubai, UAE. The Storm Coaster's vertical launch speed of 41 kilometers per hour earned it the title of the fastest vertical launch roller coaster from the record-keeping organization. Orbital Rail Corridor has been launched in which state of India? Haryana. Union Home Minister Amit Shah laid the foundation stone of the Orbital Rail Corridor project in Faridabad, Haryana. Haryana Orbital Rail Corridor is a new electrified double broad gauge rail line of around 126 km from Palwal to Sonipat via Sohna, Manesar and Kharkhoda in Haryana, bypassing Delhi. Which country has become the first in the Pacific to host World Hindi Conference? Fiji. Fiji will be hosting the 12th World Hindi Conference from February 15th to February 17th, 2023. The External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar launched the website and the logo of Vishwa Hindi Divas. The 3-day conference will be held in the Fijian city of Nadi. Which airport in India has been ranked the world's 10th busiest? Indira Gandhi International Airport, Delhi. The Indira Gandhi International Airport in Delhi has been named as the world's 10th busiest airport in October 2022. It has improved its ranking compared to the pre-pandemic period. As per the aviation analytics from OAG, Delhi Airport has improved its position from 14th in October 2019, which was the pre-pandemic time. Samriddhi, a one-time property tax amnesty scheme, has been released by which state or UT? Delhi. The government of Delhi, for the residents of the national capitals, authorized and regularized colonies, announced a one-time property tax amnesty scheme, Samriddhi. Under the scheme, the NCR people will be able to pay only the principal amount of the current and pending tax of past 5 years for residential properties. Minikoy Thundi Beach and Kadmat Beach have recently received Blue Flag certification. Both the beaches are situated in which Indian state or UT? Lakshadweep. Minikoy Thundi Beach and Kadmat Beach have entered the coveted list of blue beaches by receiving the Blue Flag certification, which is an international eco-label. Both the beaches are situated in Lakshadweep, and the latest edition has taken the number of beaches in India certified under the Blue Flag certification to 12. Rashtriya Ekta Divas is observed in India to mark the birth anniversary of whom? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. राष्ट्रीय एकता दिवस इज ऑब्जर्व्ड इन इंडिया एवरी ईयर ऑन October 31st. कब ऑब्जर्व किया जाता है? 31 अक्टूबर, मतलब अक्टूबर के लास्ट दिन, October 31st, टू मार्क द बर्थ एनिवर्सरी ऑफ सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल, हु प्लेड अ मेजर रोल इन द पॉलिटिकल इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ इंडिया. राष्ट्रीय एकता दिवस was introduced by the government of India in 2014. Maritime bilateral exercise SIMBEX is held between India and which other country? Singapore. SIMBEX maritime bilateral exercise is held between the navies of India and Singapore. The exercise is a prime example of India and Singapore's intense maritime cooperation. The drill also emphasizes the two countries' dedication and support for boosting the marine security in the Indian Ocean region. Who has been elected as the new president of Brazil? Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva emerged as the president of Brazil for the third time after he defeated the incumbent president Jair Bolsonaro in fierce voting, which was a tight race between the two politicians. Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, who is also known as Lula, is a Brazilian politician and trade unionist. C-295 aircraft manufacturing facility has been inaugurated in which state? Gujarat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone of rupees 22,000 crores worth of 295 C-295 military transport aircraft manufacturing facility in Vadodara, Gujarat. The C-295 transport aircraft will be manufactured by the Tata Airbus. This is also the first time in the country that the foundation stone of an aircraft manufacturing facility is being led by the private sector. North India's first data center has been set up in which state? Uttar Pradesh. The Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, inaugurated North India's first hyperscale data center, Yotta D1. The center in UP has been built at the cost of rupees 5,000 crores and is spread over an area of 3 lakh square kilometer at the upcoming data center park in Greater Noida. India's first aqua park will be established in which state? Arunachal Pradesh. India's first aqua park, Arunachal Pradesh. The government of India has given its approval for the establishment of India's first ever aqua park in Arunachal Pradesh at Tarin 0 in the lower Subansiri district. The approval for India's first aqua park in Arunachal Pradesh came after due examination by the concerned authorities. Jamshed J. Irani, who passed away on October 31st, 2022, was the former MD of which company? Tata Steel. The former MD of Tata Steel, Jamshed J. Irani, who was also famously known as the Steel Man of India, passed away on October 31, 2022. He joined Tata Steel as an assistant to the director. Jamshed J. Irani became the managing director of Tata Steel in 1992 and served in the position till 2001. Which of the following has been declared as a national monument? Mangarh Dham. Prime Minister Modi has declared Mangarh Dham as a national monument in the Banswara district of Rajasthan. Mangarh is a hill station in Banswara district in Rajasthan. Here 1500 bhils had sacrificed their lives under the leadership of the great Saint Govind Guru. What is the theme of the 7th India Water Week? Water security for sustainable development and equity. Water security for sustainable development and equity. President Draupadi Murmu has inaugurated India Water Week in Greater Noida. The 7th edition of India Water Week is being organized from November 1st to November 5, 2022 to raise awareness, conserve and use the water resources in an integrated manner. The theme of the 7th edition of India Water Week is Water Security for Sustainable Development and Equity. Who has been conferred with Friends of Liberation War ऑनर पॉस्टमसली बाय बांग्लादेश। देखिए पॉस्टमसली मतलब होता है मृत्यु के बाद, किसी को भी सम्मानित किया जा रहा है उसकी मृत्यु के बाद तो उसको पॉस्टमसली कहा जाता है। ठीक है। एडवर्ड एम कैनेडी, Prime Minister of Bangladesh Sheikh Hasina has conferred the prestigious Friends of Liberation War honor on the former US Senator Edward M. Kennedy posthumously for his contribution to the liberation of Dhaka. The honor was handed over to his son Edward M. Ted Kennedy Jr. Which state has announced child-friendly police stations? Odisha. Chief Minister of Odisha Naveen Patnaik declared 16 child-friendly police stations and a Sampark help desk. The Chief Minister also announced that 18 more child-friendly police stations will start functioning soon in the state. The police stations in different districts in Odisha are with child-friendly amenities. Who has been conferred with Karnataka Ratna Award posthumously? Punit Rajkumar. The prestigious Karnataka Ratna Award was posthumously conferred on late actor Punit Rajkumar by the Chief Minister of State Basavaraj Bommai. Late actor Punit Rajkumar was conferred with Karnataka Ratna Award on the 67th Kannada Rajyotsav. Karnataka Ratna Award, the highest civilian award of the state, has been conferred only 9 times earlier. Ela Bhatt, Padma Bhushan recipient who passed away on November 2, 2022, was the founder of Self-Employed Women's Association. Elaben Bhatt, a noted Gandhian and a leading women's empowerment activist, was the founder of the Self-Employed Women's Association SEWA. This is one of the largest cooperatives working for women with a base of over 2 million members from around 18 states in India and the neighboring nations. Which item wins the most popular GI award in food category? Hyderabadi Halim. Telangana's Hyderabadi Halim has won the most popular GI award after beating other food items including Rasgulla, Bikaneri Bhujia, and Ratlami Sev. In a rigid competition with more than 15 food items across the country with geographical indication status, the famous Hyderabadi Halim has bagged the most popular GI award. Which of the following company tie up with Airbus to manufacture C-295 transport aircraft for IAF in Gujarat? Conglomerate Tata. Indian multinational conglomerate Tata, in partnership with Airbus, will manufacture C-295 transport aircraft for the Indian Air Force at Vadodara in Gujarat, reported ANI citing defense officials. In recent, how many beaches in India has been awarded the Blue Flag certification? 12. India now has 12 blue flag beaches, an eco-label given to the cleanest beaches in the world. Blue beaches give a sense of pride to the community and attract tourism, new entrants, a testimony to PM Modi's vision for sustainable environment. Which country has launched the first inhalable vaccine against COVID? China. China has started dispensing an inhalable COVID 19 vaccine to its people. According to the Shanghai City Administration, the free booster dose of the vaccine is being made available to those who have already had vaccinations. It comprises of a mist that is breathed in via the lips. The needle-free vaccines are expected to increase vaccination rates in countries with weak health systems. As per the Portrait of Immigration to Canada report, which is the leading country of birth for recent immigration? India. The report titled Portrait of Immigration to Canada shows that Canada has a total of 8.3 million immigrants, the largest immigrant share of Canada's population ever. 23% of Canada's population is or has been a landed immigrant or permanent resident of the country. Asia has been the top source of immigrants to Canada, as 62% of the recent immigrant arrivals were born in Asia. 18.6% of the people come from India, which is the leading country of birth for recent immigration. Canada's immigrant population will continue to rise to 34% by 2041. National Unity Day is observed every year on which date? October 31st. Since from 2014, every year on 31st October is observed as National Unity Day to pay tribute to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, an Indian politician who played a pivotal role in India's freedom struggle and then during the integration of the country. Which bridge collapsed in Gujarat? Morbi Bridge. A nearly 100-year-old suspension bridge over the मच्छू रिवर इन गुजरात मोरबी कोलैप्स्ड. किस रिवर पे था? मच्छू रिवर पे. इसको ध्यान दीजिएगा, हो सकता है पूछते कि किस रिवर पे था ये मोरबी ब्रिज था. मच्छू रिवर, मच्छू रिवर, ठीक है, मच्छू रिवर. Recently, Saudi Arabia won the bid to host which Asian Winter Games 2029? Recently, Saudi Arabia won the bid to host 2029 Asian Winter Games 2029. Saudi Arabia has won a bid to host the 2029 Asian Winter Games at a planned mountain resort in the Gulf Arab states' $500 billion flagship NEOM project. Maumluh Cave in which state has become the first Indian geo-heritage site to be recognized by UNESCO? मेघालय. माउमलुह केव कहाँ पे है? मेघालय में. माउमलुह केव मेघालय. Maumluh Caves, located in the East Khasi Hills district in Meghalaya, has made it to the first 100 geological heritage sites listed under International Union of Geological Sciences by UNESCO. The first 100 sites were chosen from 56 countries. The National Unity Day or Rashtriya Ekta Divas is celebrated every year on October 31st to commemorate the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The National Unity Day or Rashtriya Ekta Divas is celebrated every year on 31st October to commemorate the birth anniversary of India's first Home Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल इंडिया के पहले होम मिनिस्टर थे. सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल इंडियाज फर्स्ट होम मिनिस्टर. वर्ल्ड थ्रिफ्ट डे इज सेलिब्रेटेड एवरी ईयर ऑन विच डे? अक्टूबर 31st. वर्ल्ड थ्रिफ्ट डे की बात हो रही है, ध्यान दीजिएगा. वर्ल्ड थ्रिफ्ट डे अक्टूबर 31st. World Thrift Day is celebrated every year on October 31st across the world. World Thrift Day, also called World Savings Day, who also known as the Steel Man of India, passed away aged 86 at Tata Main Hospital in Jamshedpur. Jamshed J. Irani. Which institution releases the Employment Outlook of India report? National Statistical Office. Employment Outlook of India. Employment Outlook of India report किसके द्वारा रिलीज किया जाता है? नेशनल स्टैटिस्टिकल ऑफिस. The National Statistical Office NSO Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation released the press note on Employment Outlook of India. The report covers the period from September 2017 to August 2022. It uses information on number of subscribers of Employees Provident Fund EPF scheme, the Employees State Insurance ESI scheme and the National Pension Scheme NPS. As per the report, 5815630 new subscribers joined the EPF scheme. Dragonfly, the recent project of NASA, was launched to explore which planet? Saturn. ठीक है, Dragonfly, Saturn. NASA's Dragonfly rotorcraft is scheduled to reach the Selk crater region on Saturn's moon Titan in the year 2034. Cassini spacecraft has sent some radar images of the area during its 13 years of exploring the Saturn system. Dragonfly is also the first flying machine for a world in the outer solar system. Which is the busiest airport in the world as of October 2022, as per the Aviation Analytics Company Official Airline Guide OAG. Official Airline Guide किसके द्वारा? OAG Official Airline Guide. हार्ट्सफील्ड जैक्सन एटलांटा इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट क्या है? बिजिएस्ट एयरपोर्ट इन द वर्ल्ड, पूरी दुनिया में कौन सा है? हार्ट्सफील्ड जैक्सन एटलांटा इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट. हार्ट्सफील्ड जैक्सन. As per the report of the Aviation Analytics Company Official Airline Guide, Indira Gandhi International Airport, Delhi is the 10th busiest airport in the world in terms of seat capacity and frequency of domestic and international flights as of October 2022. Delhi Airport improved from its 14th position in October 2019. The busiest airport in the world as of October 2022 is Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport, which serviced 47,47,367 seats. Dubai International is second, followed by Tokyo International Airport. Which country is the biggest contributor of per capita greenhouse gas emissions? USA. देखिए, जितना बड़ा देश रहेगा, जितना विकसित देश रहेगा, उतना ही ज़्यादा ग्रीन हाउस गैस इमिट करेगा. ठीक है, तो USA इज द हाईएस्ट कंट्रीब्यूटर ऑफ ग्रीन हाउस गैस. द एमिशन गैस gap report 2022, the closing window, was released by the United Nations Environment Program UNEP. India's per capita greenhouse gas emissions were at 2.4 ton carbon dioxide equivalent, which is far below the world average of 6.3 TCO2e in 2020. The US contributed the highest emissions of 14 TCO2e, followed by 13 TCO2e in Russia and 9.7 TCO2e in China. सबसे ज़्यादा USA, उसके बाद रशिया एंड थर्ड पोजीशन चाइना का. Which institution released the Commodity Markets Outlook report for October 2022? World Bank. Commodity Markets Outlook report, World Bank. The World Bank has recently released the Commodity Markets Outlook report for October 2022. As per the report, global energy prices will ease in the next couple of years, but remain higher than the historic average. The report also noted that energy prices are expected to fall by 11% in 2023 and 12% in 2024. Garuda 7 is a bilateral exercise conducted by the Air Force of India and which country? France. Garuda, France. Indian Air Force and the French Air and Space Force are participating in a bilateral exercise named Garuda 7 at Air Force Station Jodhpur. In this exercise, the IAF is participating with Su-30 MKI, Rafale, LCA Tejas and Jaguar fighter aircraft, as well as the light combat helicopter and Mi-17 helicopters. This is the 7th edition of the bilateral exercise. Which country co-chaired the high-level dialogue on migration and mobility with the European Union? India. India and the European Union co-chaired the 6th high-level dialogue on migration and mobility in Brussels. Talks were held on issues related to the promotion of safe, orderly and regular migration. The HLDMM was attended by representatives of the diplomatic missions of EU member states in Brussels who were invited as observers. India and EU celebrated 60 years of diplomatic ties. What is the theme of the Vigilance Awareness Week 2022? करप्शन फ्री इंडिया फॉर अ डेवलप्ड नेशन. विजिलेंस अवेयरनेस वीक 2022 का थीम क्या था? करप्शन फ्री इंडिया फॉर अ डेवलप्ड नेशन. सेंट्रल विजिलेंस कमीशन ऑब्जर्व्स विजिलेंस अवेयरनेस वीक during the week in which the birthday of late Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, 31st October, falls. This year, Vigilance Awareness Week is being observed from 31st October to 6th November 2022 with the theme of Corruption Free India for a Developed Nation. Earlier, CVC carried out a 3-month campaign highlighting preventive vigilance initiatives as focus areas. 7 states including Karnataka, Kerala and Andhra Pradesh celebrated their foundation day. On which day? November 1st. Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, 1st November. 7 states including Chhattisgarh, Punjab, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala and Andhra Pradesh and Union Territories of Chandigarh, Lakshadweep and Puducherry are marking their anniversaries on 1st November. Chhattisgarh, which was carved out of Madhya Pradesh, hosted a national tribal dance festival to celebrate its 22nd state anniversary. When is the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists observed? 2nd November. The United Nations General Assembly observes 2nd November as the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists since 2013. The date for IDEI was chosen to commemorate the assassination of 2 journalists in Mali on November 2, 2013. The day draws attention to impunity, which means culprits going unpunished to crimes against journalists. Which institution observes the Vigilance Awareness Week every year in India? सेंट्रल विजिलेंस कमीशन. ऊपर हम लोगों ने एडिशनल जानकारी में दिखाई है कि विजिलेंस अवेयरनेस वीक किस इंस्टीट्यूट के द्वारा ऑब्जर्व किया जाता है? सेंट्रल विजिलेंस कमीशन के द्वारा ऑब्जर्व किया जाता है. ठीक है, मतलब सेंट्रल विजिलेंस कमीशन के द्वारा ही विजिलेंस अवेयरनेस वीक ऑर्गेनाइज कराया जाता है इंडिया में. The Central Vigilance Commission observes Vigilance Awareness Week every year to spread the message of integrity in all spheres of life. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently launched the new complaint management system portal of the Central Vigilance Commission. He also released the booklets on ethics and good practices, compilation of best practices on preventive vigilance and a special issue, VIG-I warning on public procurement. आइए अब कुछ क्वेश्चंस जीके एंड जनरल साइंस के भी देख लेते हैं. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कंट्रीज टेरिटरीज इज नॉट अ मेंबर ऑफ द डब्ल्यूटीओ. डब्ल्यूटीओ का मेंबर कौन नहीं है? ईरान. डब्ल्यूटीओ का मेंबर ईरान नहीं है. फॉलोइंग फॉरेन कंट्रीज आर नॉट डब्ल्यूटीओ मेंबर्स: नॉर्थ कोरिया, अरूबा, फ्रिट्रिया, किरिबाती, कोसोवो, मार्शल आइलैंड्स, मिक्रोनेशिया, मोनाको, नाउरू, तुवालू, सेंट मार्टिन, Palau, San Marino, the Palestinian territories. Dash is general awareness tax, a system that collects greater share of income from those with high incomes than from those with lower incomes. Progressive tax. ठीक है, progressive tax. Progressive tax imposes a higher percentage rate on taxpayers who have higher incomes. Dash is a form of ballad singing prevalent in Odisha. Das Kathiya. Odisha, Das Kathiya. Odisha, Das Kathiya. Das Kathiya is a form of ballad singing. In which of the following session of the Indian National Congress did George Yule become the president in 1888? Allahabad. Which constitutional amendment act gave constitutional status to Panchayati Raj institution? 73rd constitutional amendment. I repeat, 73rd Constitutional Amendment gave constitutional status to Panchayati Raj institutions. 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. 73rd Amendment Act 1992. The Contempt of Courts Act was passed to define and limit the powers of certain courts in punishing contempt of courts and to regulate their procedure in relation thereto. In which of the following years was the act passed? Contempt of Courts Act किस ईयर में पास किया गया? 1971. ठीक है, कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ कोर्ट्स एक्ट 1971. तो इस वीडियो में इतना ही. आई होप ये वीडियो यूजफुल लगा होगा. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग. जय हिंद.